let's start.
Okay.
Because
Okay.
we are getting late.
Hello. Hello. Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. Well, hello everyone, and welcome to the Google India Hackathon with the Google MSRIT and DeepStation Hackathon. Thank you all so much for all of your amazing effort. We're so incredibly excited to be sharing what everyone has been working on and to be revealing the top teams for the finalists. So let's go ahead and take a seat. Once we're all seated, we're all getting ready, we'll go ahead and start calling up the finalists. So we'll go ahead and get started in about 30 seconds to a minute, and we'll be good to go. Testing, testing. I like this one. Yeah, yeah. All right, everyone, we're going to go ahead and get started. We're going to choose the top, in this case, 7 teams. So due to time constraints, we're going to choose 7 teams. But first off, welcome everyone to the Google DeepStation MSRT Hackathon. Let's give a round of applause. Amazing. And also, congratulations to all of you for submitting all of your projects, all of that work, providing good for the community. Regardless if not making it to the finalists, what you did today was absolutely incredible. So let's just give a round of applause to all of you for being part of this hackathon. We wouldn't be here today without all of you, without MSRIT's partnership. So thank you to the Romea Institute of Technology staff, to everyone, absolutely, to the judges, to everyone that helped make this possible. Thank you to our wonderful judges down here at the front row. They were just absolutely incredible. These are real industry professionals actually helping judge all of these sessions. And also, let's go ahead and give a round of applause for our mentors too, for helping everyone from last day and today as well. Thank you to both of you. So our judges today just did a phenomenal job. We went through all of these, every single project, we went ahead and looked through them and actually analyzed based on the 5 criteria. And these are some of the best minds here in Bangalore and across India. And they're all here today. So I do recommend going ahead and just chatting with them, going ahead and just asking some particular questions. And we'll go ahead and get the show on the road. So can I get that mic, actually? Harshit? A little bit of echo on this one, so I'll go ahead and trade. Amazing. Thank you so much. So we'll go ahead and choose the top team, top 7 right now. So we're going to go ahead and. Good. Amazing, amazing. Well, we'll start over. No, I'm kidding. So we're going to choose one of the next teams, one of the first of the top 7. So these are the top 7 chosen randomly in no particular order. So come up to the stage, Claude Catalyst. Come on up to the stage, who, if they're here right now, will go ahead and present a demo. Oh, sounds good. Do you have your laptop with you? Oh, okay, yeah, we can connect you maybe to. Yeah, come on up. We have a LAN connection. But yeah, I mean, being here in India, being able to talk to just so many incredible people with so much talent, so much culture, so much heart, it's just been an absolute honor to be here in India. And honestly, my goal is to continue growing here, making more of a presence, helping to elevate more people, helping to continue supporting the community. And this isn't our last event. We'll be doing more hackathons, more workshops. We'll be working with community students. We'll be working with industry professionals. We're going to continue helping to rise up as many folks as we can, and I want to grow with all of you. I'm learning so much from all of you. You guys are so smart, and I just really so appreciate just being here. being part of the culture. I know a lot of the students, they want to be wearing the kurta, so I went ahead and made that happen. We had traditional dress, so thank you all so much. So let's come on up to the stage.
Oh, a few minutes. 2 to 3 minutes. Sure. So after this one, we'll be going to another room. Just really quickly, just choose and talk to it.
Okay, so we need some things to note down or how do we remember? Because if you give 7,
Yeah.
it will be difficult to remember.
Maybe that's a good point. Maybe just take some notes. You know,
Yeah.
how about this? Just rank on from 1 to 5 or 1 to 10 what you thought about each project. We'll just tally those together for an average.
Okay, then can we gather the judges? Can you give us 5 minutes?
Yes.
But yeah, we have judges here from Google, Adobe, HP, all of the top companies, IBM. So these are some of the top industry professionals. And so we're just so honored and humbled to be here with them. And we watched all of your amazing projects, so many that were so cool, really providing value to the community, from government to employment to so many different things. And we're just all here for that. I can't wait to see even more projects coming up in the future. Who had fun at the workshop yesterday? Who was there at the workshop yesterday? Yeah, amazing, amazing. Yeah, in fact, let's give a round of applause to Krishna for that wonderful workshop. Yeah, let's go. Who here is ready to watch some amazing projects that you've all been working on? Oh yeah, let's go, let's go. Me too, me too. It's gonna be so much fun. Yeah.
Diet Coke is on.
Okay. So what we'll do while we're getting set up, we'll choose, is Diet Coke in the house? Diet Coke in the house for the project? Anyone for Diet Coke, the project teammate? Team name Diet Coke?
Open plot.
What about Open Claude? Anyone? Okay, come on. Are you ready to demo? Okay, come on up to the stage. Yeah, let's go. So I'll just go ahead and share some of the rules really quick. So you'll be just kind of showing what you worked on for the next 5 minutes. We'll have 1 to 2 minutes of Q&A from the judges. Would any of the judges like to say anything about what they would like to see during this process? What would you all like to see during the process? Or actually, yeah, so just go ahead and demo kind of like what you did earlier, and we'll go ahead and evaluate.
We should give some number out of 10 to these people, or
Yeah.
we can ask also.
I think maybe up to 10. What do you think? I think probably up to 10, maybe like 1 through 10.
Yeah,
They're probably the easiest.
For now, we will only give the marks, point, right? Out of 10. Out of 10.
That's correct. Q&A after the 5 minutes.
You're welcome.
Can I start? Who do I have to ask? Start? Okay. Hi, we're team Open Cloud, and our solution is called Urban Shift. So to give an outline of the problem, urban migration in India is a real thing. About 45 crore internal migrants about 37% of the population migrate to urban cities to find jobs, housing, and some structure in their lives. By 2030, it's estimated that about 40% of India's population are going to live in urban areas. And so when we saw the problem statement, we saw a couple of things about affordable housing, right, giving people jobs, and we also saw something about government schemes and helping out communities, which is why we decided to build or create Urban Shift. So the goal with Urban Shift is to help migrants who come from rural backgrounds into urban cities like Bangalore find jobs, housing, and the whole idea is to provide jobs and housing while keeping government schemes in mind. So you can start. So it starts off with a very simple chat interface. The goal here is to try and find out what the migrant wants. Does he want housing, jobs, or both? So then we also allow them to upload a resume, fills out a bunch of their details automatically, but we'll do a manual mode for now. Yeah, so as he continues to fill this information, I'll tell you guys that generally government schemes, housing and jobs, they're three very different distinct things. We want all of that to be consolidated, which is what our platform does. We've curated lots of schemes and we put them in our databases. We have a job scraper that scrapes jobs, puts them in our databases, and we have some housing information as well. And the reason we take all this information, it's important for our agent to know that know about the user, about the migrant, so that when the agent does try to find a scheme that they are eligible for, they have all this data to back it up. So the goal of all this data is for them to find a government scheme that makes sense for the migrant. Yeah, so we take things like their monthly budget, preferred areas, their skills, their employment, yeah, and even whether or not they do have an Aadhaar card. So once they review this information, we're going to go off and pass it on to our agent. And it's not one agent, but multiple agents. So we have one orchestrator agent, calls on our scheme agent, which runs a similarity check to see how similar the user's say details are to a particular scheme that they can qualify for. Once it's done that, it checks for jobs and housing. So the orchestrator agent then calls two other agents, jobs and housing. We find jobs and we find a percentage check to see how similar, how similar they are to a particular job based on a job description. And housing, talking about affordable housing within their price range and how commute as well a little bit. And so it runs all these agents. There's a final validator agent that also makes sure that the actual data that these three agents did do is like the actual results do make sense and it's all valid. And then it comes back to us. So this is the final screen, this result screen. So in schemes, yeah, so it shows the list of schemes that they are eligible for. And you can view the details of these schemes. There's a link to the actual government scheme as well. But yeah, it tells which schemes you're actually eligible for. If you scroll down, yeah, it also allows you to check the actual eligibility as well. It tells you exactly where something needs a review for a particular scheme. Next, on to jobs. There's a matching score to see how similar you are for a particular job, and these jobs can link to schemes as well. And if you view details, you can get a little bit of information about these jobs and the link, obviously, to the job description and where the job is from. Housing. So we try and focus on affordable housing, that is PGs and hostels. Our scraper tries to get that data specifically. We display information like rent and location, and obviously the link to the place as well, finally. Yeah, and finally, the plan. This is the most important. This includes everything in the first three over here. The idea is, okay, now this person wants to find housing or jobs, he's come to Bangalore. What is the exact step-by-step path this person must have to take to then reach the final place where he has a stable income and stable living? So yeah, so it's a checkbox. He can go one by one through it. There's links, there's citations to everything, so that the said migrant worker can. Thank you. Yeah, this was the end. And it's multilingual as well. Yeah. Yeah. Should.
So many people move from rural to urban areas, but they search for more non-conventional jobs, maybe house help, security guards, etc. So these jobs are not available on any of the platforms because these are maybe you'll get the information for these jobs by the word of mouth or on WhatsApp, Telegram, etc. So how would you be able to scrap these jobs?
So the idea we went with here is, obviously these jobs, like you said, are word of mouth, which means they're in such an informal level of sector that nobody really has any security or strength when they actually get into that job. We are associating jobs with government schemes. Usually that means that there is some link to the official, a government body that has assured that these jobs can provide you security. So when they actually do choose to, say, come to an urban city, they're not just running on word of mouth and chances, they're actually coming with some sense of security and assurity, which is why we preferred this manner. You guys want to answer
Is this like open cloud name is right?
Pardon?
The name of this project is open cloud, right?
No. Our team name is Open Cloud. This is called Urban Shift.
Open shift.
Yeah.
So what stack you use and how you do the orchestration basically?
Yeah.
I mean, to the point I'm asking is like when you get the input, how you process that input in like which hierarchy level you are processing the input.
Okay, I'll answer about the input and then he'll talk about the orchestration
Sure.
agent. So obviously 3 sets of data: schemes, jobs, and housing, right? That's the 3 main focus points. Schemes don't change as often. So we've gone to government websites and at least a lot of schemes, at least from Karnataka or Bangalore, we've scraped them manually. We've taken that data and we put them in our database. They stay in our PG vector database so that it's RAG, it works with RAG, right?
Okay.
Similarity checks. For jobs, the idea is that we have a job scraper. It obviously doesn't, we run it every now and then. We've tried it a couple of times, but we're thinking of moving it into our cron job that does, say, run every now and then so that we can populate all the jobs into the database. That's how we keep jobs fresh. But there is a general problem with housing. The reason there are not lots of housing scrapers is because all these websites like NoBroker, they have very strict laws about scraping and pulling information. It's usually very hard. So we've done some level of manual scraping and some playwright tasks have been written so that we can pull housing information. But to some extent, that's it. I think we definitely want to get more housing information, but there is this limitation over there where we have to pay for APIs or there's rate limits and things like that. But to whatever extent data was scrapable, we've definitely taken it out. Yeah, it's static data. It's all in our database though. And we have scripts that run and populate the database. It just doesn't hit an external API every single time.
What is the tool that you use for scraping?
What is the tool? Playwright scripts mostly. So Playwright hits that endpoint and we tell it where to go, what IDs, elements to find, and try and pull that data.
So your data can still be stale.
Pardon?
Your data can still be stale.
Still be?
Stale.
Stale. Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
I just want a basic understanding. The use case of having schemes section in your product. So there is already a platform known as Hakdarshak, right? It's already popular for finding government schemes. So how work, home, and schemes make sense? Just from a perspective of business logic.
Okay.
So how schemes are relevant to work and a person who is migrating to urban population. They are already having some sort of government identification.
Right.
Some schemes they are already leveraging. So how it makes sense in terms of business logic to have schemes under work and home?
Schemes are related to jobs because people can qualify for some schemes based on income or unemployment. So major schemes here that we've outlined are employment schemes. Employment schemes, for example, there was one scheme where people can work at an ashram. That way they get both housing and a job. And that way they can move to like a urban / semi-urban area around Bangalore. That's how we felt it links. Because people are obviously missing jobs, there is they want some sense of security when they do come. And government employment schemes are very secure in that sense, because obviously it's tied to the government. It's not as informal in a sector of a job.
Amazing, amazing, great questions. Cool, so that was amazing. Thank you so much for answering those questions from the judge panel. We'll be moving now towards the next one, is that correct? Cool, thank you so much. Oh, sorry, was someone still asking you a question?
Can I ask?
Oh, okay, we're good? Okay, sorry about that.
Can we talk about the agent orchestration once? We think it's pretty good.
I think that we're past the time, yeah, so we have to keep moving, unfortunately. But that was a great presentation. Let's give a round of applause for Irvin Sheriff, yes. So next up is Care Me Grid, I believe. Remember me, Care Grid? There should be coming up next.
Thanks, bro.
For the first people that were coming up earlier, are you ready? Are you ready? Oh, okay, a little bit more time. Okay, we'll go ahead and choose someone else. Is Diet Coke here? There's a team for Diet Coke. We'll move forward. How about Nebula? Nebula? Yes, perfect. Come on down. Are you ready to demo? Okay, give you some time. Sounds good. How about Vector Jaguars? Vector Jaguars in the house. Back here. Let's go. Amazing, amazing. We're excited for you to come on up.
Mic ಹಾಕಿಯಾ? ಅದನ್ನ ಕೊಡಲ್ವಾ? ಯಾವ ಬಿಸ್ಲಾಪ್ ಕನೆಕ್ಟ್
So yeah, one thing for Q&A process, we'll have this be around 2 minutes. So what I would recommend is try to answer relatively quickly so we can get more questions from the judges as well, okay? Cool. Wow, I'm already just so impressed by everything I'm seeing by the top teams. I can't wait to watch yours. Oh, let me go ahead and set you up.
Thank you. Okay, have you ever been in a situation, let's say you're driving on a road, have you ever been in a situation where you just thought to yourself, you're really tired, you're exhausted, and you just want to go on a long, peaceful drive? There's no feature on our current Google Maps that will take you to the best routes, the best areas of the country. Let's say you're in a new state, a new country, you want to see the best places, you want to see the best tourist attractions around you. How would you do that? Google Maps does not currently have a feature like that, and that's where we bring to you Pathwise AI. In Pathwise AI, what we have over here is, okay, let's say you are taking the scenic route. Have you ever had Google Maps personally map to your vehicle? Let's say I'm driving an SUV. I'm driving a huge car. Can it even fit through the Indian gullies or the small roads that we have here in India? It can't, right? Sometimes Google Maps tells you the best optimal route, but does it really tell you if your vehicle will be able to fit in that route? Is it really the fastest for you? No, because you don't know if your vehicle will be able to go. Sometimes you're stuck in traffic where you're just congested because your vehicle is too large for the road, or the road is bumpy, and that's where we bring to you our solution.
Okay, while this is running, I'll try explaining to you how this actually works. So we have 4 agents and they're all modular. So they're independent of each other. And we're using an orchestration layer. So this is going to be hosted on Vertex AI Agent Builder. So we have I'll go from the top. So the user request. So this is where you'll put in the vehicle type, the destination where you want to go, and whether it's a touristy or a time crunch mode. And then now we have the Pathwise orchestrator. Think of this as the brain of our entire system. So again, we're using Google ADK for this. And for our phase 1, we have the gully detection agent over there and the vehicle suitability agent over here. So the gully detection agent essentially tells you the width of the road, and this will be used to compute whether if you're taking an SUV, if you'll be able to use the SUV in those gullies. Then we have the vehicle suitability agent. This is, again, it'll use a width from that, and it'll tell you whether you're able to go through in that path. Can we move down? Okay, this is our scenic route agent. So over here, we'll be using Google 360 to get, I think, around 5 frames in the route, and we'll be able to judge whether it's scenic or not, and it'll give a score. So this is our outputs for our the scenic agent. We can move back to the architecture. And then this is a vehicle scoring agent. So this is a fast API service. What this basically does is based on all the other things. So based on whether it's a touristy mode or the safe mode, it'll tell you how it scores the route itself. We can move down. So this part of the orchestration, it doesn't really do any of the thinking. All it does is it packages the JSON outputs from the 4 agents and the mode which the user gave and puts it all into one directory. And this Gemini fusion layer, so this is where the magic happens. This is where the agents talk to one another. And based on the scores from each of those agents, it'll determine whether the route is the best for you based on the mode you select. And this is our UI over here. We have the touristy mode and the time crunch mode, and the final recommendation system will be on the Gemini on the UI. So it'll be able to talk to you and tell it to you. It'll basically convert the numbers into something we'll understand and we'll be able to process. Okay, so this is still processing over here. As I said, those are our 4 agents working. The gully detection, scenic agent, vehicle suitability, and the Gemini fusion layer is the place where all the agents talk. We'll connect to the output on this. It's taking a little time to load out here. Yeah.
You're not going to land, that's the problem.
Okay.
Sir, we'll connect it here.
Just go like that.
Okay, so we'll show you a live demo of basically how this is working. As my teammate here said, we have 4 JSONs that get output from each of our agents. And this is basically how an output would look like. So we have geospatial mapping that, sorry about that. We have geospatial mapping that's basically done to see the heat map of the road. It takes all the routes. So we are using route API for that. It takes out all the routes, and then it gives you the best optimal map for the mode that you've selected.
We're facing slight internet issues. Can you just show the video we put in? Okay. So it's okay, we'll show the video. Yeah, we have the video.
Can you go fast forward to the part where it's executing?
Yeah. Okay, so these are our 2 parts being shown over there. It's a little blur right now, but the orange box over there says caution because segment 31 estimated width was. Okay. Do we get like a little?
Yeah,
okay. All right. So can you just zoom in? So over here, the width is only 1.75 meters, but your sedan is larger, so it won't go over there. And the second part is passable because the width matches with that. And we're also using segments off the road itself to determine the width. Just move a little more in front. We'll show the tabs over there. So this is where the Gemini will be communicating with the user itself. And over there, it's given the scenic index score. So it's above 50, so it's considered scenic. And we have 3 tabs on top, scenic, vehicle, and safety over there. So you click on each tab to see the scores on it. Yeah, that's
Awesome.
pretty much it.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Let's give it a round of applause. Amazing, amazing. So let's give a few minutes for judges and we'll go from there. We got 1 question, 2 questions. So perfect. Thank you.
Hi, can you hear me? Yeah.
Yeah.
Great presentation. Don't panic if things doesn't go like how you wanted. I just had a question like, I see and can envision this in countries outside India. In India, we see roads being created from nowhere. And I think we were just discussing roads just end and the maps even don't tell you till the time you reach there, right? how do you envision this project, considering you can have so many streets around, right? To be in India, how would you scale here?
So currently what we did for our model, since because of the stipulated time duration, we used OSMNX, which is basically the geospatial satellite imagery. So whatever satellite images we got from an open source model of India itself. So as you can see, the location they entered was Bangalore to Madikeri, which is Coorg, right? So for now, it's done using geospatial imagery. So if we would want to scale it, maybe we'll need more data from Google Maps itself, like from the.
Google is already having this data.
Correct, yeah.
That's
Yeah.
We're using Routes API for our orchestration layer itself. So whatever's on that is what we'll see too. That's what Google Maps is using too. So right now we don't have a solution to account for the smaller roads which they'll maybe make with unofficially, but for what's already registered and it's there in the API, we'll definitely have that on our system.
Actually, my question is, okay, so basically, I know this is a very good idea, okay? To implement it, it is very difficult. The data which you are using, like whatever data you said, right? I know we or Google has already a lot of data, more than that. So how you will implement this basically in the Indian road? I mean, you need to have an image like continuous image, because today something is going on here, tomorrow something is going on here. So how you will, implement on the real scale?
Correct. That was
Real
something
field,
we
yeah.
wanted to look into. We were thinking about using like the cameras itself they have on the roads, but that really won't be too feasible if we're going to be doing real-time video analysis over there. And we were also thinking about the gap, like the blind spots in between, because there's not really surveillance everywhere.
Actually, why I'm asking is like, if you think of really implementation, you can connect with me.
Okay.
I'll get funded also, okay? But if it is really you are thinking that you can implement it.
So we were thinking about dash cams, but dash cams in India is still not a big.
Yeah. So I'm just giving you a idea. Like if you think that we can implement it,
Okay.
we can get the fund, right?
Okay, so we'd love
Yeah.
to connect with you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Amazing, amazing. Very cool. Thank you so much for your presentation. Next up, we have Stack Overflow. Let's give a round of applause.
Slideshow. From the current slide.
Hi everybody, we are Stack Overflow. We are from first year, and honestly, this is my first hackathon. So what we have built is basically a Naukri.com for gig workers and people who want to hire gig workers. So this is our problem statement, and move to the next slide. So this is our solution, and I'm very sorry, guys. Yeah, so we have two dashboards, one for the employer and one for the worker. And how we have created this, for the first time when the users lands on the website, the AI will ask what he want to do in this website, whether he's employer and is he looking for a work, and it will automatically create the code in the background and can you open the dashboard first? So yeah, so this is the employers page, and little bit down. Yeah, so an employer can easily post a new job by simply writing a plain English word. That and open the workers dashboard. Yeah, so this is Micros, inspired from Suits. So, like, he's a worker, he can find jobs, and we have find work also, open find work. Yeah, so he can apply to the job, and whenever he clicks on apply, uh, the once click on apply, now open the employer's page, dashboard. Yeah, it is visible over here. So we have also AI matching. Go to the AI matching. Yeah. So if I'm looking for a delivery boy, I can click on run AI match. I can invite Micros to, like he's suitable for the job. I can click on invite. Click on invite. Yeah, invitation is sent. And for the impact, we have, click on the impact. We have 5 SDGs, which aligns to our project. And yeah, that's it.
Awesome, thank you so much. Any questions from the judges?
Yeah, absolutely.
Who has a question? Oh, perfect. Yes, we'll take 2 questions.
So you said it's a local Rozgar, right? How are you localizing this app? I didn't see any localized way to do this.
When, like, if you want to hire something for a Sabzi stall, you don't go on Naukri.com and put it on, like, we will market in such a way that it reaches to our audience.
No, I was asking, my question was more towards in your app, how are you localizing it? How are you selecting the location of your find, search, and
First, we will ask the location of the user, and we will also make sure it is multilingual. For the 24-hour hackathon, it is not possible to do so. So, yeah.
Okay.
Hi, congratulations to coming till here. I have 2 questions. One is to add to what he asked. By localization, you're showcasing jobs like delivery boy and other stuff. In India, it's a multilingual and cultural country, right? So what happens because these are all folks with low income category, they probably wouldn't see your English fancy website and they'll be able to read it and go through it, right? There's no options of where you showcase that there's Hindi, Kannada, different languages available, there's voice available. So did you guys even consider all of these criterias for this?
I think we will add it. We will take it into consideration.
All right.
It's a good feedback. Thank you. Yeah.
Also, when you are presenting, it is, I won't say it is the right word, gig workers, because when you talk about gig workers, then the first question in the mind of the people will be, how is it different from the existing platforms like Fiverr or Upwork? Because if you talk about gig workers, then the first thought is about the freelancers, etc.
No, there is no platform in India for these type of works.
Yeah.
Which is
There are many platforms out there. So the question I think Anushi was asking, how your platform is different. Those established platforms which have multi-modality, much features, like multilinguality. So what is the USP? What is the differentiator in your platform? Just what is the one at least differentiator?
I think we have integrated AI in such a way that it can.
And yeah, so amazing, amazing. So we'll go ahead and start moving to the next one. Thank you. Let's give a round of applause for Stack Overflow. Cool, cool. Okay, next we're gonna have Nebula. Nebula. Hi, everyone. Do we have Nebula coming to the stage? Okay, thank you.
One can use this mic, right?
Yeah, they can. Oh, perfect.
Wi-Fi Wi-Fi okay.
All right. Go ahead and get started whenever you're ready.
Hey everyone.
We're getting started with Nebula. Let's go ahead and get started.
Hey everyone. We are Team Nebula. So today, in today's life, you know that every minute's cost when it's terms of ambulance. Like you can see that every minute lost in traffic costs a human life. So talking about the problem statement, lives are at risk and current systems are not in emergency ready. Lack of real-time coordination, and for this, it could be like you can have the problem of losing your loved ones. So we can do better and have a solution for this. So our app name is IntelligiWave AI. The problem statement solution will be discussed by my teammates.
Hello. The solution is like we will be tracking the GPS of the ambulance at all the time. So when it arrives very close to the traffic signal, like around 200 to 300 meter, we'll send a signal to the traffic signal that it turns green, so that the vehicles present over that lane will be cleared and the ambulance can easily move. So another problem that arises here is when we try to clear the traffic of one lane, the other lane may be stuck and it might lead to traffic congestion instead of clearing it. So what we thought is like by the time the driver arrives to the patient's location, the driver has to pick the destination location, so that the patient's location and the destination location, the traffic present over there will be cleared by the AI will analyze the traffic present over there and it will try to clear it by reducing the number of vehicles present over there, and it'll optimize the traffic present there. And then other solution what we bought is the since we know the destination, like source and destination location, we can also send the live notification to the people who are traveling over that place. People can get a notification that ambulance is arriving in this location, so try to shift to another road so that the traffic present over there can also be reduced. Even the police will get the notification that the ambulance is arriving, so they can do as much as possible as they can to clear the traffic. So this is our solution.
Now coming to the dashboard, whatever we'll explaining it now. Now when I enter manually the location, destination location, I've given it as a Apollo Emergency Center. What our system will do is, it will calculate the estimated time to reach. Through our app, it would reach in 14 minutes, while normal takes 17 minutes. And ETA reduction, active signals, and also AI efficiency, corridor length. Corridor is where the active vehicles are moving. And also coming to the current route. Currently, our ambulance has reached 100% along the route and with a speed of 58 kilometers per hour, and optimized ETA is 14 minutes, and also traffic level with 96%.
This is a live stimulation. Example, the ambulance is moving on the way. It will be moving, and when it detects a signal, the signal turns green. Then the notification will be sent the sideways. You can see over the side. Even the hospital also get the notification like the patient is getting like arriving, so they like can manage with the doctors who present over there to provide the faster solution.
Okay, so the AI agents that we have used in this architecture are signal agent that is giving commands to the signals that it should turn green when the ambulance is arriving there, and congestion agent. Congestion agent is like trying to clear the path when the ambulance is coming for all the vehicles that are present there. And routing agent is finding the fastest route possible for the ambulance so that it can reach the hospital faster. And notification agent is one that we can give to the cars and the signals and to the ambulance, everything, so that it can be notified. And monitoring agent is for looking, like getting the data proper and analyzing it. So that's all. Thank you.
Awesome. We'll go ahead and get some questions for the judges.
Hi guys, thank you for presenting. Does look like you guys have put in a lot of efforts. I have one question specific to the things you guys claimed, right? Of turning the lights green whenever the ambulance works or goes in to a signal. It sounds really nice. That's what we want. We all want, right? But how do we make it happen? Because most of India doesn't have centralized traffic systems. So most traffic systems are still, I think, more than 60-70%, if I'm not wrong, are not automated. So how do you actually make it happen? So I think that's the part of solutioning we would sort of want you to think through when you guys are solutioning, because right now in the space of AI, we can just prompt things and get things done, right? When you're doing the market research, when you're going in depth, that's what we would love to see from you guys, of thinking through these, like, small things of how do you make it happen? Because we would all love the signal lights go green, but how would you make it happen? Even if there's a caveat, it's okay. If there is an assumption, it's okay, but you would have to tell it out. So do you guys have anything for that?
Actually, we can insert a program to the traffic signal. Like if it is a smart traffic signal, we can insert a program so that which will analyze the number of it will analyze like in terms of program. We can also, I'm sorry, we will get the ambulance detection. So when the ambulance arrives near to the location of the traffic signal, it can send the it can change the color to green.
One solution that we thought was, even if it's not automated, I think the signals that are present, we can have the policemen there. So we can notify them to,
They are doing already. So if some ambulance is coming, they are getting the sound, ambulance on, and then they are already changing. I can see in the Bangalore, it is already implemented.
Right. When you have things like organs getting transplanted.
like we would be helping to clear the path, right? So if there's any problem, we could just.
Okay. So first of all, a big round of applause for the thought process. To be honest, personally like the project, a very thought-driven project. So it's not an AI first project. First, let me give you it's a data streaming project. It will be rightly, if you build the solution, you have to deal with a lot of data. So for example, your pickup location is a point A and hospital is point B. So from point A to point B, there is a 20 kilometers just to bypass our ambulance. for a complete half an hour. Let's assume 30 minutes is a distance time, right? So you have to do a lot of real-time data traveling from point A to point B, then point C, then point D, and then you will go to the destination. The AI will help once you achieve the latency that your application is doing work in microseconds. Then that heat mapping, the street mapping, and everything that will work on. But the thought process, I personally like that. The thought process and so where you have to use AI, that's your second job, basically. First, you have to deal with a lot of data, right? The street data, map data, the traffic signals data. If you have that in public domain, then come up with a solution. So that would be your, I think, first level of achievement. But let's talk about the thought process. It's a great process.
Awesome presentation. Thank you so much for sharing your project. Let's give a round of applause one more time. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So next up, we'll be having the Cloning Habits coming up.
Oh, hey. Oh, I think the battery died. Yes, and the battery is dying. It was not charged when I opened it, so I charged it to a power bank that's taking. I see. I think the phone audio will do for now. Phone audio will do for now. The phone audio for now will do. Yeah. So I'll. But I think because the case was fine. Scary, it was not challenging. Making it real about the supposedly so you have already plot catalysts. This is we are taking clock catalyst and this is remember me gave it remember me and we have the how to help dementia, other people with dementia, and so the good people who forget and they don't remember people who support and they go and they say I don't remember what happened. So we thought solution to that might be why can't we use AI to that? So AI to give context summary and whatever happened yesterday, it will remember things. And why can't it be the caretaker for the patient? So that's why we have did this. Let me come to the dashboard. The first thing is the dashboard. Here you can see what's the schedule. If the patient has taken medication, correct safety, behaviors, basically takes the GPS from the smartwatch as well as the phone. Either one of them. Next is Save Volunteer Technology. Now this access is with the RWA workers, ASHA workers who are like healthcare workers, as well as family, friends. So each one of them gets a set of, not the whole dashboard, basically they will get only a set of controls, for the privacy thing. We move to this materials now. I need to run now to show this. Instead of just making a dashboard, you not make something hard. The patient plays the back, and then when he wakes up, then we ask him question with the sleep schedule on whatever the census level. Example. Okay, you have open. Do you remember about the testing? And give him that 4 points. Okay, Mr. We talk with what happened, and you read this to number. Also. The patient which we have is the name of Ranjana, And here you have the Lumo, which is a caretaker AI. This is a bit with Gemini here. So once I go here, I can just talk with it. Hello, can you tell me who am I?
It's of text. Actually, it's on.
Can you tell me who I am? It is basically it's a
Oh, it's not clear.
It is okay, Roger. Your care notes say you have mild dementia, so it is perfectly normal to feel a bit confused sometimes.
So it also gives you like a caretaker itself, it gives you like whatever the context you give it. Including, suppose the next thing we want to show is the safe path. So we give a boundary, geofencing for the patient. So obviously our artificial patient has to be somewhere there. But if he forgets and if he goes out of that, the watch gets to know it by link of GPS and it contacts the caregiver. In this case, my phone, and we contact it with via Twilio. So it makes a call, gets an SMS, sending the coordinates of the patient. So currently, the R is within the circuit, so no need of anything. You can send anything by the circuit. Usually it sends that into the circle. And then the next step is a frame data. I will come to that later. We have a case circle. With each neighbor, after working the pharmacy control, all of them have their own set of controls, as I told before. And they can update, and they can even check if the patient has gone to where, has he taken his medications, everything. Next comes the care level, where we have integrated NDLI. Now it uses Gemini to get the topics from the NDLI and basically make a whole briefing about it. Not exactly because NDLI doesn't provide a public media, so we need that and give summary of it. The next is the doctor brief. So every time, whatever the chat has been happening with this agent, it saves in a memory. So basically, currently it's Firebase, database, and also a structured memory, which is locally. Based on that, it's pull it and it will give you the context. Suppose you can ask it what happened last week, or maybe if somebody comes in front of me, that's the next feature.
Guys, time's up.
What
We want to hear for a minute, maybe. Just a minute.
We have more options. I can't show you that, but basically, which will just sense the agent that I'm talking about. I can tell if I'm not feeling well. So what happens? It will like take it that okay fine, I'm contacting and it will call me here to my phone. Yeah. After this event, you can yeah, sure. As you can see, this is SMS call. It takes some time. It sends the coordinates also. The next major feature which I would show is yeah, and okay. Give it 10 more seconds or so, and we'll proceed. Just 1 minute. I can ask who is in front of me. Now, what our idea was basically attaching the camera to the chest or making a patient sit. So the patient carries him outside with them, very good. And if he forgets someone, maybe it's a family member. Can you please tell me who it is? If he asks, it uses the camera, it connects to the URL, takes a photo. Now, but before that, we had to have the enroll video. Enroll. So there I can put up the photos. It takes the average of embeddings and makes a photo. Suppose that is Manjunath, it's me down. So I'll put it 10 photos of mine. And if it takes a photo of me, if the patient forgets me and takes photo of me, you can tell, yeah, this is Manjunath. And he met you last week and you had the conversation with him about this and this. Thank you so much. I think that's good. Amazing. Let's go ahead and do it. And we can always share more with the judges afterwards as well, too. Send me like see what's all working, but just like what
Yeah, we would love to see that after. Absolutely. Amazing. Well, let's give a round of applause one more time. Now we're going to have Axioms come to the stage. Let's give it up for Axioms.
It's like a bunch of data. If I get
And Japanese.
that's what I'm. Safety.
All right, let's go. We're excited for yours. Let's go. Give one more round of applause.
Hello everyone, this is me, Axioms, and for starting, before want to give back to the society or help the society
in any way, the first thing that comes to our mind is donating. So when we think of donations, we do expect some kind of transparency to where we are donating and how we are donating and where the money which we are spending actually goes. So that was one of our main concerns while we were building Cura. So Cura is basically a resource management system for NGOs. So this actually helps us to live track where the money is going and to basically maintain total transparency between the donor and the NGOs. So let's just get into it. First, we have a dashboard which is going to show the total donations, and it is also going to have a tab which shows active needs and the funds which have been distributed. As you can see, we have also shown the live AI activity. All the AI agents which we have integrated into this are going to be shown and we also have a monthly resource allocation. Moving on to the next one, we have an inventory page. So here the NGOs can actually put up what they need and the AI is going to do the resource allocation for it. So for example, let's say the NGO goes through like 50 kgs of rice in a month and 5 kgs per day. So our AI agents are going to track this and give a live module of when the resources are going to be depleted. So moving on to the others, we also have a page called manager approval queue. So basically, let's say the NGO requires medicines or
Everyone, let's pay attention to the presentation. Thank you.
so let's say that the NGO requires medicines or groceries or anything, but they are not exactly using one of the main ways in which we can manage resources is to make sure that we spend the money efficiently. So what we are going to do over here is whatever items are required are going to be listed and later they are going to be sent to the registered vendors. The AI is going to take the amount given by these vendors, calculate which is the more optimized solution and give that solution back to the NGOs. Next one. We also have an AI governance automation page, which basically lists all the AIs and whatever tasks our AI agents have been doing. So handing over to my teammates.
From this page, actually, you can handle all the AI agents. Suppose you want to do anything manually, you don't want the hands of AI agents inside it. So you can just turn it off, toggle it off. Or else you are lazy enough and you're just like, you want the AI agent to do all the work, then you can just turn it on. So all the agents
on the page. Automation page. Yeah, so from here you can do all the AI works, and you can also create custom rules for the agents. Like suppose some agents needs to choose some specific vendors or some specific location, then you can also create custom rules for it. The whole AI agent part behind it is working on Gemma 3 and Gemma 4 E4B, Gemma 3 12B. The Gemma 3 12B is the main agent which handles all the tasks and also validates all the worker agents parts. So the worker agents parts are the Gemma 4 E4B, which whenever you just click on some task or it gets some task from the main Gemma, then the main Gemma 4 just unloads itself from the system and then lets the Gemma 3, the worker agent, works all the tasks on its own. And then after the task is completed, it sends all the datas and everything to the main agent, and then it validates and creates everything in a JSON format, and then it shows out on the dashboard and also on the WhatsApp integration. Yeah, that's all.
Amazing, thank you, thank you. So we're starting to run a little short on time, so we'll just have one question from the judges for this one. Who would like to, any questions from the judges? Okay, perfect.
Any specific reason you chose Gemma?
Yeah, like recently I have been working with many of the models, LLM models, like LLM, like Llama and other stuffs. But I personally like the multitasking agents of the Gemma. Like it is a multimodal feature, Gemma 4 has. Yeah, but Gemini API I needed, so I wanted to make it a private thing. So
Maybe one more question? Any other questions, or we're good? Okay, thank you so much. Let's give a round of applause. Do we have Diet Coke in the audience? Amazing, thank you so much. We'll just go ahead and move quickly from here forward. We have one or two more to go, so after you, just one last one, we'll be done.
Switch on the light, ¿verdad? Got the mic, right? Yeah.
Hello. Yeah. So,
All right, everyone, we're gonna get started. Thank you.
So in India, every one of us, once in our lifetime, we face a problem like there is a pothole near your house, like a garbage dump near your house, but you don't know whom to report, whom to inform. You have no clue. And also you are too lazy to file a written complaint to your nearest authority. So we have made a vast AI basically. This is how the dashboard looks like. This is the complaint distribution. Also, the user gets rewards every time he file a complaint if it is genuine only. We verify it from our backend. Let's see how to file a complaint. So you have two modes to file a complaint. One is an AI agent which we have made for it, and one, of course, a text-based chatbot like we can use low. So I'll show you both how to use. Also, we have keep a website multilingual, any language or regional language, Hindi, Kannada, any language you can access the website. Okay, so let me just show you how to file a complaint. Just click on it.
where is the voice going actually? Can anyone help with it? Yeah, the audio. Yeah.
Play the audio.
It's playing.
Namaste, I'm Awaz AI, your government grievance assistant. Please tell me your problem. I'm here to help file your complaint.
Actually, I have a pothole nearby my house. Can you file a complaint for that?
Of course, a pothole is a serious issue. I can definitely help you file that complaint. So the problem is a pothole near your house. Is that right? Anything else about it you'd like me to know? Like how deep it is or if it's causing any danger?
Yeah, it's causing traffic jams there.
Got it. So the pothole is causing traffic jams in that area. That's really important information. Let me make sure I have this right. There's a pothole near your house that's creating traffic problems. Is that correct?
Yeah, correct. Yes, go ahead.
Perfect. Now, should I use your current location for this complaint or is the pothole at a different address?
Yeah, use the same location and the same phone number.
Got it. I'll use your current location for the complaint. Now, how long has this pothole been there? Has it been a few days, weeks, or months?
It's been here for a week or something. For a week. It's been there for a week.
Thank you. So it's been about a week. On a scale of 1 to 5, how urgent would you say this is?
So it takes about 1.5 minutes to explain all the things. I'll show you how the chatbot works. It's real quick. Okay, so you just have to write simple keywords. It will ask you some questions. You can just answer this. You can also give your current location. Okay, so got the info, you can just click. It will take like 10 to 15 seconds to gather all the info, and the agents will work on backend to register your complaint. Yeah, so it summarized all the info. See, you got your nearest ward, which is like Malleshwaram ward from here. You can just directly contact them on WhatsApp. Also, there is an agent which mails directly to the nearest ward, and it automatically fags the email by details in your complaint. There's an email. It automatically sends. You don't need to send it. Also, there's the formal letter. You can, if you want, you can download it if you want to submit it anywhere. You can just confirm and file the complaint.
Amazing, amazing. So we'll take 1 or 2 questions from the audience. Let's give a round of applause. Any questions from the judges? Any questions from the judges? Sure.
Okay. Huh? Hello? Can you explain me how actually from the practical experience we are thinking like this is not possible that your API is like very fast, the calling is very fast, whatever request we are putting, the response is too fast. So basically what stack you are using and how this response is fast. I mean, whether you are using local model or how it is working, I mean, in background.
Yeah, because right now don't have much data to compile. Very small data we are working on. For the tech chatbot, we are using Gemini. Okay, so it's basically gather all the information, takes your location, find the nearest ward. Automatically, it fetches the info, the email, contact details.
Where is the data coming in the picture? I did not get that.
From
Very
the
small data set for the translation.
Sorry?
How is the translation? How is the transcription so fast?
Whatever you are speaking to your mic, voice agent, the voice agent is transcribing your sentences very fast. So what model you are using to do it, that we want to understand. Which model you are using?
VAPI, like we are using VAPI AI agent, voice model basically for transcribing.
Is it open source or?
It's open source. It is free tier, like till some extent.
And how you are managing the network latency then?
Network latency, the ping, like.
Okay, I think we need to go beyond. Okay, fine. Thank you.
We also didn't have time to explain the reward features and city heat map. Like it's also one of the major feature. In city heat map, you can see like what complaints people are registering around you, so that the government can analyze what problem is going on in a particular city, and like they'll get all the data in a compiled format.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
So we'll have one last one from the audience. I believe it's Orphinx. Is that right? What was that? Oxidants? Oxidants? Okay, perfect. Or Orphinx, I believe. Yes. Come on up to the stage. Thank you so much. Last one. Sorry.
Hello, judges.
This is Orange, right?
Yeah.
Perfect, thank you. You may go.
Okay, so hello everyone. So our project basically solves the government scheme issue. So let me be frank. Every year, government issues millions of dollars, millions of rupees on schemes, on government schemes like Pradhan Mantri Government PGMEB, Employability Yojana. But to be honest, none of them actually reaches the small scale businesses, which the schemes are actually meant for. It's true because it's not because the lack of knowledge, it's because of the tedious government websites, the recaptchas and the tough documentation they have to go through. So hence, we propose a solution for that, our app, GovBridge. ऊपर करो, ऊपर करो, ऊपर करो. So it uses so our app basically uses 5 agentic AI agents and it's divided into AI matchmaking. So basically, when a user enters our website, then he enters the document that he has, suppose like the PAN card and the project report and Aadhaar card and all. And then the AI matches its credibility and checks the which and all scheme that is available to. So then there comes the compliance checker and then the proposal statement. So when you actually got to draft a proposal statement to the website, government website, it's actually very tedious to write it all by yourself. So our agentic AI here helps you to do it for you. And then it generates an impact statement for you so that you can actually know what's going on. Let's see by signing up. We're setting the annual income to 5 lakhs so that to see which and all schemes are mostly applicable to. So yeah, let's create the account. Create it. Create it. Password 123. Yeah, just a second.
Might want to show the video potential.
It's a network issue here. चल डाल दे भाई कुछ भी चलेगा अरे डाल ना कुछ भी स्टार्टअप Yeah, it's working now. The thing happened because of the internet connection. So now when the user visits this website, he selects the document which he already has. So let's select PAN card, project report, ITR, and bank statement, and let's hit calculate eligibility. This checks which and all scheme that the user is applicable for. So here's the dashboard. It shows the availability schemes. So you can see the Startup India Seed Fund, the MCME subsidy, the CGT MSME. These are the top 3 schemes that you are applicable for. So now we are going to demonstrate the MSME scheme. The schemes. This is the schemes tab. You can see the scheme subsidy there. And we can see that there's 2 more documents missing, the Udyam registration and GST certificates. Click on view details. Yeah. Okay, okay. Now we're going to add the 2 missing documents, the Udyam registration and the GST report. Add them. Udyam. It's getting uploaded into the database. Okay. So now you can see that the data is changed there. Click on schemes. And there. It should pop up to 80% now. It was 60% earlier. Just a second, it takes time to update. See, it's working there, and the MSME subsidy has increased, so that's what. Now click on compliance. This shows that how much scheme that we are applicable for, MSME subsidy, and enter the documents, PAN card, project report. Yeah, compliance. It checks the percentage of how much ready are we to apply for the scheme. So we're missing the GST certificate and the project report. Start proposal. By this, we are actually applying for the government.
Okay, guys.
MSME subsidy. Generate proposal.
You would continue for another minute.
Yeah.
Due to that network issue.
Yeah. This is the proposer, and head over to the jobs section. Jobs. So basically our AI solves another major issue. The one we encountered recently was we couldn't fetch the data from the government website because the government had the tedious reCAPTCHA issues, and also we seeded 15 schemes into our database. On a large scale, if we had to move this project on the further basis, we can access the government API calls and then send a WhatsApp message to them and also integrate to them in a few different manners. And our main motto is to providing employability. When a user gets funds from our website, he enrolls the list of job opening that he's provided. So the job openings can be seen here. And then when a user comes to apply, he can just click on apply now and it gets applied. By this, the We are also planning on integrating from the government employability database by taking people from the government employees. This solves the unemployability issue of the government and also provides subsidy for us. By this, it's better for both of us, and hence the GDP of the country increases.
Amazing. Let's give a round of applause. Cool. And one or two questions. Thank you so much.
Thank you. So can you click on the sales associate? Just click on it. Sales associate.
Sales associate, yeah.
Not apply. Click on it.
No, it's just a leaf board. It's just an
Yeah.
application.
So
of the
how
job.
can I apply for a job if I say just says the title? So
No.
would you apply for a job if I just say I want a software engineer to be hired?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. This is just a prototype so that you can just view the data on a large scale. To increase this program, we are thinking of pulling the people job requirements from the government's data to solve the government's unemployability
That
problems.
needs to be explicitly mentioned. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, that's what I mentioned.
So the other thing is about the schemes which you guys were populating. That's
Yeah.
a good thing that you guys were populating, but where are you educating the user that these schemes would help you in doing this or that? Like there's no education of what those subsidies are doing. For example, the MSME subsidy there, like I don't know, like why should I apply for it? Because I'm just eligible? No, I don't want to apply anything for which I'm eligible for.
Yeah.
I want to understand if it fits my use case or if it's actually useful for me. Where is the details of those MSME subsidy and what it does?
So basically, when a user enters a profile, he just needs funds. So our website basically solves that problem.
But that's going to deceive the user a lot, right? You should.
Yeah, that's going to deceive because these are the schemes that we have fetched already in our database. We have not
Yes,
pulled it
but
from the
does the
government
user
website.
actually want that?
Yeah, so when we integrate from the actual government website, we'll be having the actual data of the government website, like the actual schemes, the data it was uploaded, where it has begun, the status, everything.
So
Yeah.
just one thing. So
Yeah.
you have mentioned multiple times government data, government websites.
Exactly.
You cannot have government data. First of all, there is no public API of Aadhaar. There is no public API of PAN card. You are stuck.
Yeah.
That's the main issue.
First, solve this problem.
Okay.
Government can't give you Aadhaar API that you can fetch someone's facial recognition. You can fetch someone's birth date, name. First, you are stuck.
Yeah.
Why someone will give you their ITR? Income tax return is a personal thing.
Yeah, yeah.
Why income tax department, government of India will give you their API to give you access of 1 crore taxpayers of India? You are stuck there. Compliance is the issue. Methodology is not. Okay. So government does every year, you have noticed, government every year release their data that 45% of people have been gone beyond unemployment.
Exactly.
They do not publish actual data that how many thousands or lakhs of people. They always talks in percentage, right? Government don't want to show their side of story in public domain, right? So think on the compliance first. You can't get a user Aadhaar card or PAN card just to store them, right? So there are much more compliance side. So think on that.
We've also thought of integrating with the most popular DigiLocker facility so that the user can build trust to us.
DigiLocker is for authentication, not for storing.
No, it stores data, right?
It stores data, but why government will give you the DigiLocker API? It's not public, na?
Yeah, that's true.
So that's the question.
Okay.
So I think majority of people, the judges panel will agree on that. Yeah. You are stuck on compliance side.
Yeah.
This story comes on the another half, basically. Yeah. The first half is you have to solve the API problem.
Yeah.
Government will never give you API, right? No one will give you the API of Aadhaar card and PAN card and income tax return. You are stuck. Think of something else.
Thing is, we are giving the schemes, we are giving the percentage and the eligibility criteria because we are guiding it as a mentor to the any founder which is at a small level, startup level.
How will you check the eligibility criteria of my PAN card?
Thing is, at least we have to trust the user that they are giving right information because in fact we are what we are analyzing is how much compliance is had.
Okay, let's discuss this another time. I'll give you the real side story of it.
Okay.
You can't trust user. user can fill anything bullshit, right?
But because we are also not like going through the government API, we are not filling any kind of subsidy or schemes form for them, because
So-
it is not possible for us.
Let's take that off.
Okay.
Let's give a round of applause. Thank you. Amazing. And so with that, we're going to go ahead and tally up the final results. We'll be ready in a few minutes, maybe 10 minutes or so. We'll just tally up the averages of what our wonderful judges have been providing. While that's happening, we'll go ahead and just kind of share more about our judges. I want to, so you know who's here. We know we've already shared all of this, but while these judges while we're tabulating the data, we'll go ahead and make that happen. Actually, I'll go ahead and do that at the end. Thank you.
Stupid.